Hi everybody, I'm Phoebe from Associazione Culturale Comunia, and this is part 2 of the video appeal we are recording for LGBTQIA+ program founded by Erasmus+. Remember, the first part is available on YouTube channel and on our eTwinning channel, so this is the second one. As a quick reminder, let's see together some big points about service learning. This is a methodology that accompanies reflection on curricula content by seeking ways to respond to community needs. The service and the learning are equally important. It is not like a voluntary activity in which the focus is on service, neither is an internship in which the professional development is more important. As you remember from the first video, this diagram shows the difference and the components both of traditional service learning and critic one. So here, the three variables that are gaining on critical service learning are the social change orientations, the work on redistribution of power, and the creation of authentic relationship. This is another work than remaining in charity mind setting, but it's also way much effective in terms of community empowerment. The way students and community interact is of basic importance. So this relationship, we have to pay attention as facilitators and teachers. We want the agency of the students and community working and growing together. Of course, community, it has its own capacities and of change and action. With service learning, we want to redirect some of this energy, focusing it on the themes of social interest that the students have chosen. In order to do so, we recommend a bottom-up approach. And like the top-down approach, where decisions are taken from experts and are carried out on the beneficiaries, in the bottom-up approach, the decision-making flow starts from the community and it transforms it into feasible and concrete action thanks to the available resources. So the greater is participation of locals into the decision-making process, the better. But there are a number of variables to consider during participatory planning. Time pressure, the need of the community, the skills and experience of those participating, and the nature of the intervention, and others. It's unrare that we cannot have the deepest level of participation during all the process. So what are the possibilities? David Wilcox sets out the following as a model of the different possible levels of participation. Information, the least you can do is tell people what is planned. Consultation, you offer a number of options and listen to the feedback you get. Deciding together, you encourage others to provide some additional ideas and options and join in deciding the best way forward. Acting together, not only do different interests decide together what is the best, but they form partnership to carry it out. And then supporting independent community initiatives in which you help others to do what they want, perhaps within a framework of grants, advice, and support provided by the resource holder. Each of these levels may be appropriate in different circumstances or within different groups. Although we believe in this activity will be important to reach at least level 3, that is deciding together to carry it out in an effective form.
Hello, I'm Irene, and now I'm going to show you the format as an example that we prepared in the context of this project. First of all, in this project, the activity of advocacy-based service learning will be carried out for 3 months. We will engage high school students, at least 16 years old. We suggest to have 6 sessions or a little bit less or a little bit more based on the need. During session 1, in 1 or 2 classes, the association will simulate the reflection on a topic related to human rights and social justice. This will also be based on the association skills and expertise and on students' interests. Then the association will invite the students who are interested to take part of the extracurricular activities. So while session 1 will be performed in schools, the other sessions will be outside of school hours. During session 2, a small group of students will meet with the association. Ideally, we imagine to have 4 to 10 students, but we need at least a minimum of 2 students. The students will meet and they will decide together with the association the topic of their interest to fully develop. During this session, the students will also get to know each other better and to know better the association. And they will brainstorm some possible people from the local community to invite to the next session. During session 3, community members will also attend the meeting, and students, community members, and the association will brainstorm together possible advocacy activity ideas, which are interested for the students and where the community members believe that they're appropriate to satisfy the needs of the community. During session 4, then everyone will carry out, will plan together an activity which is feasible and doable on the topic identified. Then during session 5, the advocacy action will be implemented. And then we suggest to have a last session in which there is some reflection on how the activity was and what were the learnings associated to it. In line with the quality standards created by the Erasmus Plus Europe Engage project, we suggest that the project, that your activity respects these quality standards. First of all, that the activity will satisfy real needs. Secondly, that there is a partnership with local organization and the local community. Then that there is some reciprocity between the students and the community, that the objectives are defined clearly, that there is a link between the topic of interest and the academic curriculum, that the activity promotes civic learning for students, and that it's applied in real context, that active participation from students is stimulated, and that the reflection on how to facilitate a change is carried out, that support and coaching is provided to students, that the time frames are appropriate, that there is a moment for evaluation and documentation of the activity, and that the activities needs to be transdisciplinary and sustainable. Thank you very much for your attention, and remember that in the manual you can find additional explanations and resources. Bye.